Unique in the Creek. Today we are going to be making a farmhouse inspired Christmas tree wreath. Well, I say wreath, but it can be a wall hanging. If you have somebody in a retirement home or a hospital, this is perfect for them to have a little bit of Christmas on their wall or even on their room door. Okay, so we're going to be using, obviously, the Unique in the Creek triangle board. Okay, I'm going to be using, I did list everything in the description with the SKUs of what I'm using. I'm going to be using this really cool natural jute mesh. And it's got like a black and white gingham going through it. This gingham is like a fabric strip that is weaved throughout the mesh. Just like that. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to use this mesh for my Christmas tree. I thought that was really totally farmhouse. And then I'm going to be breaking apart this spray. Everything I'm showing you, there is lots on uniqueinthecreek.com. I checked before I went live. So I'm going to be using these leaves throughout the Christmas tree. And I'm also going to be at the top of the Christmas tree. I'm going to be using this black and white buffalo check poinsettia flower. Again, this is also available. It does match. It's just the leaves. The flower matches the leaves matches the flower. So I'm going to be using this at the top with my bow. And my bow, I'm going to be using this 7/8 inch gorgeous, 7/8 inch gorgeous black velvet. So it's velvet on one side and satin on the other. It is such a pretty ribbon. So I'm going to be using this 7/8, and I'm also going to be using this 5/8 white glitter in the ribbon. And in the middle of the bow, we're going to put this beautiful poinsettia. Okay? So we're going to get started. I have preloaded my board. All the holes on row 12. I've skipped 11. All the rows on 10. I've skipped 9. All the holes on 8. I've skipped 7. All the holes on 6. I skipped 5. On row 4, I've done the normal holes and the 2 shared holes on row 4. I've skipped row 3. And I've done the normal holes on row 2 and the shared hole. So I have wrote on the back, we're going to be using 38 total pieces of mesh cut at 10 inches. And then what I did on my board as well, as you can see at the bottom, I've put these, broke apart. Well, we're going to break this little pick apart, and I've put a leaf and every other on row 12. So I've marked on my board with a red Sharpie to remind me of where I'm going to put a leaf in each zip tie. I'm not putting it in every single zip tie. Okay, because I think that will be too much. So it's basically every other. This one, and then this one, and this one. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 leaves. There's 8 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 leaves on each pick. So I need 21. That's going to give me 3 petals or 3 leaves left over, which I'll just incorporate into the bow, the 3 extra leaves. So I'm using 3 of these picks with my mesh. Okay, so I'm going to rip the leaves. You can just rip apart, like rip right off the main stem. Again, all the SKUs are in the description. ripping these right off the main stem. Okay, so we got this big long stem. You can keep this. This is a really good thick wire. I don't know what you could use it for, but you know, in crafting, we never throw anything away. I just did, but that's me. Okay, so I'm just going to sort my leaves here. Okay, and make a little pile. Alrighty, so I'm going to show you the petal I'm using. The petal I'm going to be making this Christmas tree wreath with is just the leaf petal. It's a very simple petal. The reason why I chose the leaf petal is with this petal, you see more of the gingham fabric strips in it, and it's a wider petal. So it will cover the board without having to use a ton of mesh. Like I said, you're going to cut your mesh. I did not wood burn this. It has jute in it, so and I figured if there's a few strings, it's okay because it's a farmhouse inspired. So this is a 10-inch piece. The roll is actually, it says 10.5 on the roll, but with this petal, it's very forgiving. So I just cut it at 10 so I can. What you're going to do is take your 10-inch piece, curl up, turn it into a diamond shape. Okay, you're going to take the top corner to the bottom corner, and I'm going to find the middle of my mesh. So by bringing that top corner down to the bottom corner and just using your pointer finger, find the center. Okay, bring the top corner where your finger is, the bottom corner just a bit over the top corner, and then I'm going to bring this edge, the bottom edge, into the middle again, and I'm going to bring this top one into the middle. So the two edges meet right in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to pinch it. We're going to flip it over, and as you can see, when you flip it over, both sides of your petal are completely flat, okay? So if you flipped it over, you would see this opened end here, right? We don't want that. I want to see as much of this gingham strip as possible, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your petal, put the end or your nub into your zip tie, okay, making sure that it's the same length as all of them. So your first one is going to be your guide, but it's about a 1/2 inch into your zip tie, okay? Just about a 1/2 inch, and then do this up, okay? So the next one, I do have a red mark here, so that means I'm going to use one of these leaves, and since I used the black velvet on the last, I'm going to use the checkered, the buffalo check. Let's do that again. Top corner, bottom corner. I'm going to find the center, bring in that top corner where my finger is, the bottom corner. Then we're going to bring this edge up, the top to the middle, pinch it in the center, flip it over. So we got this closed end here, and flip it till both are the same size, and you can adjust your size down here at the nub part, okay? And then I'm going to put the petal in, and I'm going to put the leaf in. All right, and we're going to put the leaf in till about, you want to keep all of them about the same, and then do it up. Okay, these are wired, these leaves on the spray, so we can tilt them up after we're done if we want. Okay, the next one is just going to be without a leaf. So I did pre-make a bunch. So I just folded it, and then instead of putting it right into the zip tie, I just put a little rubber band around the edge. Okay, this one is getting no leaf, so we'll just zip that right in. Okay, and then this one, we're going to use the black velvet for that one. Now when you do the edge petals for your Christmas tree, you want to angle them with the board. Don't put it in straight because you may see the corner of the board, okay? You're going to angle it, and we're going to put the leaf in and do the zip tie up. All right, now we're going to cut, once that row is done, we're going to cut the zip tie tails off. And what you can do, it's zip tied in there really well. However, if you want to feel a little more confident, you can put a little bead of glue over top of the stem of the leaf with some hot glue there. That way, you know, it's zip tied in and it's also glued in, okay? And now we're skipping row 11 because these are pretty full petals. And we're going to work on row 10. Now row 10, the very first one, I don't have a red mark, so I'm just putting in a petal. And you can see that it overlaps, so you don't see the zip tie on row 12. And we're going to put one in and one of these. I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. Hi, Alva. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry. I am sick. Dave, he did say maybe you shouldn't go live. I probably shouldn't have, but I had already scheduled it, so you're going to have to put up with my sniffling. I'm so sorry. Okay, and then just a petal. Okay, and then we're going to do, there's a red mark, so I'm going to put a black one since I used a check one here. Now this has an odd number of holes on this row, so I decided since it was the very center of the Christmas tree that I was going to put two kind of leaves together in a row. Meaning, even though there's one here, I'm still going to put another one right beside it. You like this petal? Yeah, it is fuller. And like I said at the beginning, the reasoning I used this particular petal with this mesh is because I wanted to see the black and white gingham strips through the mesh. And this petal works nicely that you don't have to wood burn it, and it's still a pretty full petal. And then once they're all in, you can line up the petals going right down the middle, I mean the leaves, so they go down the middle of the petal, just like that. Okay, one more on the side here. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for all the sniffling. That one I don't like. I want one that's really straight for the end. This one's better. All right, those are all in. We're going to cut our zip ties off. All right. Make sure they're all the same length. Now again, you can just go over wherever you put a leaf, and you can just go over with your glue. Row 9 we're skipping. Row 8. Row 8 is, it looks like every other. Do you love Farmhouse? Yeah, lots of people still do. I don't, when I see black and white buffalo check, I do think of Farmhouse. That's why I said it's kind of Farmhouse inspired, because I am using the black and white check. If you guys wouldn't mind floating my boat, as they say, or sending me over the falls, that would be much appreciated. And a checkered. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Quite easy to do. You just got to make sure that your leaves are about the same length. It looks really cute peeking out the bottom here. And then we have our poinsettia that, for the bow, that is going to match all the leaves. So I think it's going to look pretty sharp. Alrighty. Okay. Skipping row 7. We're on row 6. I'll put the 2 that don't have petals in it. Thanks so much, Joyce. Okay, again, remember to angle your petals on the edges so they're going with the board. All right, we're almost done. It's looking really cute. Of course, you can put as many leaves as you want, but you don't want to totally overdo and overpower, you know, this really pretty mesh that we're putting in. These are a pick. All the supplies, the SKUs for the supplies are in the description. All right, we are skipping row 3. We are on skipping row 5. We're on row 4. And I'm gonna do black. Now I am doing, to keep it nice and full and to cover the boards and everything, I am doing all the holes and the shared holes on row 4. But they're not, only 3 of them are getting one of these leaves. Now there's if you guys follow us on Facebook and on our website, Jackie's put together a bunch of, I guess I didn't have enough mesh here, a bunch of different Christmas tree ideas that you can put together for yourself if you don't like this one. She's used different picks and stuff like that, so they're fun. They're actually in Jackie's Picks on our website and at the top of our Facebook banner. Okay, we're on our last row. It's 360 inches in a 10-yard roll. If you cut it 10 inches, that technically means you should have 31 pieces or 36 pieces. Again, 10 by 10, top to the bottom. I just do that to find the middle. Top corner, bottom corner, fold it in so it matches up in the middle there like that. Cinch it in the middle or pinch it in the middle, flip it, and you're going to adjust to make sure both of the petals are the same length. And you can band it or you can just put it right into your zip tie. Alright, one more, and I am using, I'm going to put another check. Okay. Oh wow, it looks really pretty on the camera. Nothing worse than watching a video of somebody sniffling away. I'm so sorry, everybody. I really should have canceled my live, but I had everything prepped and I figured why not. Okay, we are done that. Here's our Christmas tree. Very pretty, right? I'm going to put a piece of mesh. First, I'm going to put a zip tie down and back up and just lightly do it up. That's our hanger. Okay, so we flip it over. There's our hanger to hang it on. All right, and now I'm going to put another zip tie down those same holes. And I'm going to put a piece of mesh just for the bow to sit on so it doesn't look like sunk down, okay? So I'll take this piece of mesh and I'm just going to make it like a kerfuffle. Put this in here. And the top, I've done the top so many different ways. If you've made a few of these, you'll figure out your own way that you like to do your top. Okay, that's what I'm left with. Now we're going to make a bow. Now our flower is going to go at the top here. It's got quite the long wired stem. I'm just going to snip that off. Again, the SKU for this is in the description. That's going to go right kind of like that, and we're going to do a bow. And I have extra leaves too that I'm going to incorporate. Okay. Get my bow maker. All right, I'm going to use this gorgeous 7/8 velvet, black velvet ribbon. Oh, thanks, Beck. I'm okay. I'll survive. Where did I put my scissors? Right there. Oh, and I forgot. I'm going to put this pop of red. I don't know if any of you got these cute little cardinals when we had them. Little cardinal with the scarf. Isn't that cute? He's going to go somewhere in my tree. All right, so we want to see, how long do we want our tails? I think that, we don't want them too long. I think that's good. About 14 inches, the tail. Now I like to make, especially with the Christmas tree, I like to make my tails first. So both tails are coming out the bottom like that. So when you make, a lot of people do the bows and then the top tail comes out the top. I like them both coming out the bottom. So it's totally up to you how you want to do your bows. That's weird. That was ripped. You know what? I'm going to use it. We'll use this for top tails. There's a piece just hanging there. It looked like it might have been spliced onto the roll. But that's okay. We'll use it. Use it for another set of tails there. Okay, so I come in with the velvet sides facing down. And I think I will do my loops about 6 inches. This is a pretty big flower, so we want to see the loops coming out from behind the flower. So, okay, that's six right there. Okay, give it a half twist. That satin side's facing up. Go straight down, give it a half twist towards you. Measure out your 6 inches. Okay, so on this side is your satin side again. So the side that you want showing on the bow, that's why you have to do that half twist. Okay, I'm doing 3, and then 3, and then I'm going to come in with the 5/8 white. So these are just 2 extra up tails, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the white. This is a white, I know it's your favorite, Jude. This is a white shimmer glitter. Again, I'm going to come in and do my tails at the bottom. Oh, I don't have much of this left, so we'll just do a few loops since I don't have a ton of it left. Just 2. Again, 6 inches. So putting the white in between the black. Oh, I had enough to do 2 of loops of each. We'll just dovetail that, bring it up here. No need to waste. And then I'm going to get a zip tie and a pipe cleaner. Or you can just use a pipe cleaner. Actually, I'll probably just use the pipe cleaner. My nose is leaking. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm just going to lift this up. You're going to slide your pipe cleaner through the middle there. Normally I put a zip tie through the center, but we'll do it like this too. Okay, pull tight and spin the actual bow. Don't spin the pipe cleaners. It's easier to spin the bow, the top part of the bow. Okay, that's the top. And we have this single piece. We have our tails. I'm going to take the 2 ends of the pipe cleaner and go down right here. Even though there's a zip tie and a hanging zip tie, I'm still going to go down those 2 holes. And then we'll figure out how to put our flower on. Okay, so you can see that because I have that nub in that piece of mesh there, it's keeping the bow from sinking down. Okay, bring these up, bring that up. These two little side tails, they were a happy accident. Thanks, Quincy. All right, so we're going to separate the 3 black. Open up your loops, get them open. And then the white is going to go in between the black here. I'm just showing you how to do this right now because once we get the flower on there, you may not be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's the 2 tails, and now we're going to put our flower on. I just want to kind of have it sitting. I don't want it straight on. I just kind of want it sitting on top of the bow. So what I'm thinking is on row right here, so we put our bow right here on row 2, right in the middle here. I'm going to go with a zip tie right in the middle. I'm going to do it up like that. I'm going to bend my flower. So I'm bending this. Ooh. And I'm going to slide that in to the zip tie, but kind of under the mesh of my bow here. Okay, and then I'm going to do that up. So it's secured in there, and it's kind of, it'll sit in the middle of the bow. Give me a sec. Ah, it's stuck. Okay, I'm going to tilt it up. Now you can put some glue. Maybe I will put a little bit of glue right along where I just put that big wire stem of this flower in. I'm going to bend it up. There we go. Now let's fix these petals for this flower. Make sure it's in the center. And then we have our bow kind of at the top here. And then our tails are coming kind of underneath our flower, just like that. You gotta form your flower because it gets squished in your in the packaging. All right, let's fix this bow again. Bring these down. It is beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Probably could have put some more loops in my bow, but it's okay. We're also going to make sure your flower looks good, because this is like literally what the first thing people are probably going to see is the top of your tree, right? So you want to make sure it looks good. It's on there. And then make sure your little balls it's got little snow on it. Make sure they look nice. Sometimes they'll be all jaggedy and all over the place. I like to make sure that they're all in the center. Just like that. I'll zoom down so you guys can see. Isn't that pretty? And then I have some of these left over. And I'm going to incorporate them into the bow. So I'm just going to put some glue, hot glue on the end of my leaf here without burning myself. And we're going to slide it in just like that. Oh, I guess I need to zoom out. Just kind of peeking out the top here. Oh, these are good ribbon scissors, Laura. So these are the extra kind of leaves from the pick. Oh, is that ever pretty? And then we're going to add that pop of red with our little cardinal. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it. How does it look? Does it look okay? Okay, one more. Same on the other side. There we go. So those are the extra leaves. Okay, now make sure our loops are open. Done fussing with this. And then we're going to put our little cardinal on. Roll these if you want. Let's you can side them. You can dovetail them, whatever you want. I'll roll this. I did it! Sick and everything. Sorry guys for the sniffling again. I should be in bed, but I had to work. Okay, there's the black. I'm just going to roll kind of like that. We'll keep it. This one I'm just going to roll the end in. If you guys have not used this new velvet ribbon that has the satin back, oh my gosh, it is fabulous. Fabulous ribbon. Okay, let's put our cardinal. Now it does have a clip. I was thinking of definitely want it at the top. I could probably slide it on this little piece that happened to be a happy accident of this ribbon. So this does have an alligator clip on the bottom. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. I'm going to slide it down so it's just, oh look. Isn't that cute? He's kind of peeking out from the, that is what I wanted to show you guys. I can't breathe. All right, you like the pop of red? Me too, especially cardinals. Everybody loves a cardinal, right? All right, thanks everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. There it is. And thank you all. And we'll see you guys all soon. Bye, everybody.